I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is?
Doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I
Whether
haven't seen most of these,
daily,
actually. I discovered this menu
weekly,
yesterday.
or monthly, we see this in life more than once. Perhaps trying to make the same jump in a video game more than once and failing more than once. But again, we keep trying to make that jump, but we never do. The same can be said for gambling. Putting all of your money on red only to lose it all. Then coming back with next week's paycheck only to do the same thing. Today, I wanted to speak about the psychology behind extraction shooters, and you may be thinking, where does the definition of insanity come into play here? Let's think about it. What's the main principle of extraction shooters as a genre? Gear up, load into a location, loot around, maybe kill a guy or two, and extract.
Did he move?
But sometimes it isn't the same. Gear up, load into a location, loot around, maybe kill a guy or two, and die. This is where doing the same thing over and over actually comes into play. I play extraction shooters for the thrill of losing
I'm so
it all.
skilled. I'm such an expert.
Escape from Tarkov, newly released Marathon, and Hunt Showdown, the list goes on. And one of the main reasons why these games are fun to play is because of their risk-reward system. If you win, or in this case, extract, you make money and you get some gear to your name. But if you die, you lose everything. And you have to gear up and go at it again. But what if you lose more than once? Maybe more than twice. Or maybe more than that. Then you're just on a downward spiral into losing and dying, and your money ticks down, but you think to yourself, just one more and maybe I'll win. So you keep going, gearing up, loading in, running around, and then you die. Your money's going down, you're in the gutter, you've got nothing. But you still keep going. Oh, why is that?
And it gets so much worse later.
I played Marathon on release day. I think it's a pretty good game, but my first raids were rough. Really, really rough. My first 4 raids I recorded, and it got so frustrating that I stopped recording for the time being. And then after that, I played a few more raids where I just also kept dying, and it got to a point where I stopped playing for a little bit because of how frustrating it got. But eventually I did get back on and started to play some more.
That was so fast.
And here's where I think the addiction side of this comes into play. You get so encapsulated with the thought of hitting it big, getting a raid so good you break out of the poverty stage, so you keep playing, keep grinding, keep going in with cheap gear, whatever you have in your stash, just hoping that this raid is the raid that makes you rich. And even if you die or extract, but don't make as much money, you're right back loading into another map, saying this will be the one. Now, personally, I think that the reason for this is because although riches aren't guaranteed, there's always a chance. And when you eventually do strike big and get money or an item you've been looking for, you think the next raid will get you even more. And the one after that will get you even more. But really, it's a flip of the coin, a gamble if you will, if you win or lose in the next coming raids. And there are a ton of variables that can change the outcome of that coin flip, that gamble. Bad spawns, bad decisions, panicking in a crucial moment. All of these factors can get you killed in games like these, but when you learn from your previous mistakes and start seeing progress, it's a game changer. And when you win a fight you are 100% confident you would have lost a week ago, the dopamine intake from that is immense, and it feeds this ever-growing addiction. And now for the winning part of these games. When you start to see progress and you start to get rich and start to advance and see how things are so much better now that you've learned the key features of the extraction shooter you choose to play, and then when you start to see the change in gameplay, it feels so rewarding. And I like extraction shooters for another reason. It's that the combat feels so good because it's adrenaline pumping in the sense that one mistake can cost you time and money, although not real money. And this is where it ties together, the doing something over and over again part of these games, because now that you are used to the gameplay and how it works, that instead of dying every time and doing that over and over again, it's instead replaced by winning over and over again. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had an absolute blast making it. Didn't take me too long. And personally, I think it came out quite alright for, you know, like a third video ever probably. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe drop a like, drop subscribe. Every little helps. And I'll see you guys in the next one, possibly in the next 6 months, who knows. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.